Fanboy, 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 fanboy.
You mad, bro? Injustice: Gods Among Us is an upcoming fighting game being developed by NetherRealm Studios. You know what? This game looks absolutely freaking terrible! Holy smokes! Now they're making a fighting game with just DC characters? Oh my goodness! I mean, I don't know, DCU versus Mortal Kombat suck so bad? That game was a complete flop! And now you're gonna put out Injustice: Gods Among Us? Oh boy, NetherRealm Studios, aka former Midway Studios. What happened to Midway? Midway used to be so good, yo. I mean, y'all should know, Midway was the best fighting game developer back in the 90s, or at least one of the best. They had these awesome arcade games. They had original titles, Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, NBA Jam. They had all these unique titles, and now what do they have? Nothing. They got craptacular DC Universe fighting game that doesn't even make any freaking sense. It's gonna come out in 2013 next year? The game involves heroes and villains from the DC Universe fighting each other. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Didn't they have a fighting game like that before, already in the 90s, at the height of the fighting game genre? They had, what was it? Justice League Task Force Unlimited or something like that. And it was a 2D fighting game for the Super Nintendo. And that one sucked too. It had like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Cheetah, the Flash. It was just garbage. Published by WB Games, Warner Brothers Games. It's going to be available for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and the Wii U. And let's see. Injustice is a fighting game featuring many DC Universe characters. Batman, Flash, Superman, Wonder Woman, Solomon Grundy, Harley Quinn have been confirmed as playable characters in the first trailer. Lex Luthor was shown briefly in his armored suit on display like the rest of the roster, but hasn't been confirmed. Lex Luthor? Lex Luthor sucks, man! Is there anybody that likes Lex Luthor? Probably the crappiest, most boring villain in comic book history. Talk about like the opposite of the Batman comic books. That's what I hate about Superman. Superman sucks so bad. It's like you have the star Superman, and he's like super strong, and he can do anything because he's like super powerful. He's got all these powers. He can fly. He has eye laser beams, X-ray vision, super strong. And he has the main villain of the series is just some rich billionaire guy who's like a egotistical, megalomaniacal guy, and that's it. Yo, look at Batman. Batman is like, you got a main character, the Dark Knight, and then you got freaking all these colorful, awesome gimmick villains. You know, the Joker, you know what I'm saying, Two-Face, the Riddler, Bane, Scarecrow, Harley Quinn, Mr. Freeze, Penguin, Catwoman, and then it just goes on and on. All these interesting different gimmicks. And it's like the complete opposite with Superman. Superman sucks! Alright. Ed Boon has further stated that characters will fall into two categories. Those who use powers and those who use gadgets. Characters like Superman are power characters that can lift a car, no kidding, and smash it into their opponent, while gadget characters like Batman will slam their opponent's head into it. How many gadget characters are there? Only Batman, dude! Okay, maybe Harley Quinn, because, yeah, she doesn't really have any special powers, but everybody else has powers. Flash has powers. Superman has powers. Wonder Woman has powers. Okay, Lex Luthor, he's a gadget guy, but Lex Luthor sucks. He's got a stupid suit. God. Certain characters have multiple fighting styles, as well as special moves. Levels in the game feature destructible environments, multiple areas, and objects the player can use. For example, in the Batcave, a player can use the Batmobile to launch rockets at the opponent. Development: the game was announced May 31st, 2012. Developer Ed Boon has revealed plans to offer depth, promising a rich amount of single-player content and layered features for tournament players. You know what, Ed Boon? Why don't you get cracking on a brand new Mortal Kombat game? How about that? Because let me tell you something. The last Mortal Kombat game freaking stunk. Okay, that game was so stinky, terrible. It was like poopy. Graphics were bad. Terrible gameplay. The same 2D. You're gonna have a Mortal Kombat game. It's gonna be in 2D. Talk about going backwards. Just making my head shake. You know, fighting games are supposed to be 3D now. 2D fighters are so outdated. Nobody plays 2D fighters anymore. It's all about 3D. Being able to actually sidestep and actually circle around your opponent and use your environments. Ugh. There are restrictions on how violent the game can be. Oh, here we go again! Restrictions on violence because it's a stupid DC title. Of course it's not going to be rated M, even if it's developed by Midway / NetherRealm Studios. Because they're not going to be able to put blood and gore and fatalities and over-gratuitous violence in this game. They're probably not. It's not even going to be sexy. It can't be rated M. It's not going to be rated mature. It's not going to be for adults. It's going to be for stupid kids. It's going to be a rated teen. Rated T for teen game at the most. Though Boon states he is planning to push the T rating, replacing violence with crazy over-the-top action. Boon, you're an idiot. You're a moron. You're a loser. You're a freaking... you're a shill, dude. You're a shill. You're a sellout. And I don't care how good this game looks or how close the mechanics are to Mortal Kombat. It's not going to be the same. It has no violence. Mortal Kombat has always been about violence, and that was what was wrong with MK versus DCU, was the toned-down violence. There was no fatalities, there was no blood and gore. At least the DC characters didn't have them. So stupid! This is garbage. This is what's wrong with the video game industry. Oh, let's take a licensed game, let's take DC licenses, and then make a fighting game out of it. You know it's gonna suck! Because it doesn't have the violence in it. And let me tell you something, it's not... I'll be honest, man. Midway / NetherRealms, they never had the best fighting games. In terms of gameplay, in terms of controls, in terms of actual fighting game engine, it's very, very basic. It's very simplistic. You know, tap-based combo systems, left, punch, forward, kick, back left, forward kick. You know, hold down. Or you don't even, there's no hold moves in the game. There's actually, it's just tap based. Down and up punch. That's how you teleport. Oh. So, you know it's not going to have the complexity of Street Fighter or Tekken or Virtua Fighter even. You know, it's not going to be complicated like those fighting games. It's not going to be a deep playing fighter. It's not going to have a deep, complex, incredibly intricate combo system. It's not going to be nothing like that. It's just simplistic, tap-based fighting game engine, Mortal Kombat style. But the thing with Mortal Kombat, the thing that makes it so good is because it's got the violence. Because of the blood, the gore, the fatalities, and the sexy, busty looking girls. You take away all that, it's gonna be garbage. It's nothing but a simplistic, crappy 1990 freaking fighting game. It's gonna be like a fighting game from 22 years ago. Outdated, crappy gameplay. Injustice, Gods Among Us, absolutely freaking sucks. I said it. That's right. If you want a good, you know what? If you want a good game, just go buy Black Ops 2 already. Just pre-order. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. You know it's going to be the game of the year, and I know you agree. You're sitting on your fat can, nodding your head, your tub of gut, just waddling, wiggling, gyrating, because you're too fat to get up from your seat. but you're nodding your head. Well, you're not really nodding. You're just wobbling your head because you're triple chin, because you're so fat. So that's pretty much it. That's it for this episode of Fanboy Reviews. And until next time, keep fanboying. Yeah!